a big boob nurse driver. That's what she is.
She was a big. I should be like, what? This is a manual. I've never driven a manual.
Okay. I want to start this video. This is my topic. Hi. This is off topic number 2. And today we're going to talk about the zombie apocalypse plan.
You know the craze when it happened, when like The Walking Dead, Train to Busan, I'm Legend, all those, when everything like post-apocalyptic, like that, World War Z, when all of those things came out, there was like a huge craze about what happens if the zombie apocalypse were to come. What do we do? What do you do? So
you make a plan, is what you do.
Don't steal our plan. It's our plan. We're gonna tell you everything about our plan, but don't steal it.
To be fair, my plan only works because of where we live. Okay, out of the 3 of us, I am the most obsessed with zombies. I look up apocalypse plans on a daily basis almost. It's just fun. I also watch most of the zombie apocalypse or zombie related movies on Netflix. Disclaimer,
except
humans are scarier than zombies, man.
Yeah, they always show the dark side of humanity.
My plan includes no one can get to my house.
Okay, you know what? I'm curious. Do tell me, what is your plan?
No. I want to hear your plans first, and then I want to rub it in how my plans are better.
If anything, I don't have a plan.
Yeah, same. I have preferences of what I would want to do.
Okay.
So like, I think moving around is better than staying. I would want like a truck or like a tank. Something to drive in, and I'd basically just sleep in my truck and I'd like drive around and go.
You gotta fortify that though.
Yes, I would have that, and I would want to have an automobile in like the back, so I can also be mobile, or like a bicycle or something movable, or even like rollerblades or a skateboard, you know, whatever gives me wheels so I can move around. And then like a cart, you know those old granny carts that you can kind of like put food in when the grandmas go, like something like that, just basically to like be able to haul lots of stuff.
I wouldn't want to be in a city if there was a zombie apocalypse.
But even that's kind of scary. Like, I don't want to be too close to the city, but I also don't want to be so stranded, because every movie and series, that stranded person is eating the people. Or they're like a serial killer.
Oh,
that person, person that's just like in the outskirts of Timbuktu is literally the one eating the people. I just want to be mobile. I think that's the main thing that I would need, because if I hunker down, I could either be set if I have like a routine and know exactly where to buy food and get it and whatnot. Well, you know what I mean. Otherwise, I'd rather be mobile. There's just too much if you're stagnant. Like, what if you lose everything?
That's the thing about having a bug out bag. Is basically the emergency bag you take with you when something goes wrong. You take it and you run out. You bug out.
But I remember when we were learning about different catastrophes in high school, they teach us about every catastrophe.
They do? At your high school?
Yeah. Hurricanes, earthquakes,
That's pretty
tornadoes,
good.
all kinds of stuff. Just to like let you know, we don't live in a place that would have tornadoes or hurricanes. We don't live in a place that has earthquakes.
They never taught us what to do even with an ice storm, which is pretty bad.
No, we definitely, like fires, like lots of hazards I've learned about. And I've learned about the bug out bag. You know, the whole flashlights, certain types of foods, all of that. Like I've learned about keeping a bag. But because we really don't get anything, I've never had one. Even though we learn about it, like, do you have one? You probably do. You're crazy, so you probably do.
We kind of have something like that at home. Now apparently we need to have a stash of toilet paper at all times, which is news to me. So.
Oh man, I remember that craze.
Yeah.
But it was like so weird, because it was like diarrhea was not even one of the first symptoms of 19, and everybody was buying toilet paper. Like, are you using that to like blow your nose in? Did you not use Kleenex? Like, what was the whole craze about the toilet paper?
So bug out bag. I mean, it depends on how.
Which part are you
I'm gonna take her in my van and run away from the zombies. I'm not leaving my little baby with the zombies to go and feed off of her.
I feel like the zombies wouldn't go after her. I mean, it depends which
depends what kind of zombie we're talking about, because
different movies have different zombies.
Yeah, oh my god.
Some become like animal zombies. In Train to Busan, that's how the movie started.
Yeah.
The deer became a zombie. That's the first shot they show.
Yeah.
I think there are certain movies where animals can become zombies too.
If you think about I Am Legend, it started with the measles virus. Animals can get it, but she won't be dead. She'll be alive, just sick.
That's worse. She'll be like in pain.
No, they're not in pain. They become nocturnal because they can't handle the UV light.
No,
And also go
I
with
like
animalistic
this. I like this. I'd like to keep this.
So is that the only thing you're gonna carry around with you? A bag?
No. I mean, the bug out bag would have most of the things you need for like maybe a week or two.
I honestly would not be able to tell you about a plan because I'm a very like, would you do this or would you do that type of person. I don't think about it. If it happens, it happens. And I might be the first to die. I'm one of those people. I'd just be like, just come. It's my time. I'm ready. And I would just go. Either go with a fight or go without a fight. Like, I'm not sure what I would do. If in the moment I'm like ready to go,
I feel like when it happens,
Yeah.
it'll be like High School of the Dead for me. Where like I realize like, oh, zombies are here. My adrenaline would be up. But then like maybe
that's
a
the thing.
week of that, and then I'd start being like, this is kind of tiring. I'm kind of over this. I'm thinking
Or like,
go.
I wanna do it for the first day just to be like, yes, I tried it. It was a you know, like, yeah. Maybe the next week or the next day I'll be like, okay, I can say that I tried. Now I'm gonna go. I
hope
think
it
I would
never
definitely
happens.
work better in a pair. Like, I feel like I have my
I
pros
need a
and
group.
cons.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I have my
At
pros
least
and cons.
2 or 3 people, and people you could trust, not
Yeah.
people that you meet on the streets randomly.
I'd rather a group of people that I care about so that I can just have that strong like willpower to save everyone. Like, I think that would be the adrenaline. That's my plan.
My plan doesn't really include people.
Okay, so well, now it's your turn. Tell it.
This is my habit. When I walk around, there's a lot of older buildings here. A lot of apartment buildings are on the older side that have balconies.
Mm-hmm.
Or the only way to get inside your own apartment is stairs, like staircase on the outside, on the inside.
Mm.
Both ways work in my plan, but I'm talking about, let's say, the outside. Those stairs tend to be made out of wood or really old metal. Either way, they're kind of a little bit more old. They're old. They're breaking apart. They're old. So my plan would be, I'll probably barricade myself in for a bit, or if not, if I'm living somewhere else, I'll wait for things to die down a bit, and knowing me, I'll have a stash of food. And then I'll go out, look for a place like that, make sure it's empty, and barricade myself inside. But the first thing I'll do also is in my bug out bag, what I probably have on hand is one of those portable ladder. So what I would do is break down the stairs.
That's gonna take a long time to break down those stairs, hun.
Maybe. So the first part would
How are you
be,
gonna make this
Even
sound
no matter
like
how
that?
like the stair is, take like at least a full day to break that down.
well, that's the thing. I'm gonna do it in steps. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'll just close the door behind me and I'll take the first gigantic furniture I can find and shove it down the stairs. Because a lot of the apartments what happen is that there's a pair of stairs that go up. And when you close the door, there's another pair of stairs that go up.
Yeah.
I'll shove something else down the stairs so no one can get in. Because if it's pushing onto the door,
Yeah.
how are they gonna get in? These are doors that are like push in when you try to get in.
Yeah.
It's not pull out. So it's not gonna like break in either way.
Yeah.
I'll probably first do that and work on it very slowly.
But then you'll have barricaded yourself in by putting in.
But that's the
She has
thing.
the
That's
ladder.
the ladder. The whole plan
Mm.
is predicated on
Okay.
the fact that there's stairs, and I'll use the stairs to get in and out. You can go on the roofs of these houses, and you can just go around like that. Then what I'm gonna do is, assuming also that I have like I brought some of the kit I have with me, like I'll bring it little by little, basically. Once I see that my place is not empty of food, or like I need more space, I'm going to go horizontally. I'm gonna start breaking down the walls next door. Because these houses are older enough that you can. Because some of them are not made out of bricks.
How can you make all that noise without attracting attention?
You do it little by little. That's the whole point. And you can break down the wall without like making that much noise. If you put a thick piece of cloth on the wall and then you do it like that, it breaks down the noise a bit. You mute out the noise. This is why it really depends on the zombie too. We live in Canada. You wait until the winter passes. You'll be fine. Normally, you would think that the army would come in and kill all the zombies on the street that have frozen over because it's -30 here sometimes in the winter, or even that.
That is true. As long as you can survive until the winter time here, I feel
You're
like
fine.
you'd be okay.
Clearly, I haven't watched enough zombie movies.
But
They die in
also,
the winter?
I mean,
I think it depends on the zombies.
none of the zombie movies I've ever seen have
Winters in them.
No,
Winter.
there's actually a Netflix movie.
Because like
I think that's
you're saying, like
based in
let's
Quebec.
wait it out to the winter, but like, what if the cold makes it better for them? You know?
How?
Like,
They would freeze.
I don't know.
I mean, zombies cannot fight against simple biology and physics in the terms that the blood and their cells would freeze over and they wouldn't be able to move.
But like zombies defy the laws of like
But this
just aliveness.
I mean, this depends on the zombie, right? This is what I think. No, everyone can disagree.
Like if 19 was a zombie apocalypse, we would have ideally tried to hold out until 6 months, when it's like October, November, and then we would see how the reaction is with the winter. Because this would winter here is cold.
Why don't we just like, I don't know, burn all the zombies while they come at us? Like, you know?
You have a flamethrower at home, casually.
Are you David Dobrik?
Are you Elon
But you're talking about like a ladder that you can just roll out. Why not have a flamethrower?
Listen, if this was a U.S., the plan would be very different because they have firearms and whatnot. It's legal.
Oh,
I would
love to use a gun in the zombie apocalypse. And then I would love to have a Japanese katana. Oh, that would be so cool. I want to be that chick. I want to be that chick.
You need to have like the strength.
Okay, so my character in the zombie apocalypse is the one with the katana. She can be the one with the glasses that brings out a big bazooka or something. Goes doom 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 doom.
I mean, brings out all these
them otaku characters. The male otaku characters.
No, I'm thinking about the girl. You know in High School of the Dead, the one okay, that's her. And then
you would be the big boob nurse driver. That's what she is.
She'll be the big. I should be like, what? This is a manual. I've never driven a manual.
High School of the Dead.
School of the Dead. Sorry, I keep referring to this anime.
Okay,
so zombie apocalypse. Yes. Back on topic.
the rest of your plan.
So,
which so far I'm confused because that all needs a lot of strength. It seems, no matter how like rundown of a house it is. Because if it's that rundown that you can do things from the inside like that,
and you're gonna do this by yourself with your shoulders,
dislocate your shoulders.
And if it's that rundown that you can do it from the inside,
I don't even think you can hold a sledgehammer without popping a shoulder out.
I can do it. I've held my
every day.
No, maybe not every day. Honestly, I find the apocalypse such a fun idea.
Then change your character setting because what you have right now is not gonna work. You have all these ideas, but I physically don't think you can do them, unfortunately.
I mean, this is
honestly, this is what is gonna happen, okay? She's gonna find an old house. She's gonna run up the stairs, go in, close the door. She's gonna barricade it, and then she's just gonna be stuck. There's gonna be no getting rid of the stairs outside so that no one come in. There's gonna be no going horizontal by breaking the walls because somebody's gonna come in through the horizontal before she can get out. And there's gonna be no jumping from the roof. She's gonna try doing a jump. She's gonna pull up onto the street.
And she's gonna die.
That is what is gonna happen.
Listen, you have
100% guaranteed.
You have to
try. At least we're being realistic by saying that you're gonna die.
You're gonna give up.
Chapter 1,
drive a car.
Chapter 1, we're dead.
I have a plan. I have a car.
At least I can picture Lena driving a car, something that she's physically capable of doing. And then she's gonna drive a car. If anything, she just has to run over.
Okay, another video idea is we're gonna give a sledgehammer to Megan. We're gonna see if she can break one cement block.
I'm not saying that your plan to get out of the house is bad. I'm saying your plan to go into the house and barricade yourself for a week. You really think you'll survive in an old house for a week?
Yes.
And in your plan, the only thing I'm worried about is gas stations.
Well, that's it. So gas would be the main issue for this plan.
Also,
so that's
storing
why
gas would be like your combustible.
But I think
like
the other thing to think of is now we have electric and gas cars.
Okay.
So if I find that and basically put solar panels at the top, there's your energy. You would try to run off of either or. I feel like in a zombie apocalypse team, you need an engineer. You need somebody who's like muscle heavy. You need somebody who's like street smart, who like knows terrain and like knows navigation. You need somebody who can cook out of nothing.
I believe in eating most animals if you can. What is true? Not dogs, but like
She said most animals.
I will never eat you, no matter how.
I'd be that crazy lady that
I'm
will
cold.
breed the rabbits and also the pigeons.
You're gonna eat
The
pigeons?
pigeons are the chicken of the city as far as I'm concerned.
But you know what? I think realistically, I wouldn't even be able to survive just because I'm too picky of an eater. I wouldn't eat insects. I would literally vomit at the thought of eating.
So our camera died.
I think the framing is kind of like weird too.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry because
It's
the
okay.
camera died and then I had to reposition it. And
just
so
gonna
it's
sit
not
like
the
this.
same. I was just saying that
Yeah.
I'm such a picky eater that I don't think I would be able to survive.
Yeah, she won't eat mushrooms.
Example.
Like-
Like I would eat pigeon. And
Yeah,
rabbit.
that there's like, I think I would survive a little bit longer because I would not be as picky. But then I would definitely not, like, if it came down to we only have pigeons left to eat, I would not eat pigeons.
Hey, no, I don't want to eat crazy things when the apocalypse comes. Just have a McDonald's open all the time. I think that's the zombie apocalypse plan.
Least ambitious to most ambitious.
Most realistic to least realistic.
Why is that least realistic? This is more realistic.
So that's our zombie apocalypse plans. We hope you guys enjoyed that. And stay tuned